So, Nanika, how would you want to introduce yourself for someone who completely does not know you? Like, what's your introduction?
What's my introduction? Okay. So basically, I'm Nenika Bhatia, and I'm
Okay.
a 25-year-old writer, designer, and most recently a farmer because
Okay.
I have this mission this year that I want to grow all of the food that I like eating.
Yeah.
So this is how I'd introduce myself. But
Okay.
mostly, I think the reason why Morris has me on this show is also because I've been doing a lot of travel related experiments in
Okay.
the past 3-4 years. I wanted to have my own travel show. I wanted to learn new things while traveling. So, those are some of the experiences I'd like to be sharing with you guys today.
Understood. So I saw this show reel of yours in which you mentioned about you having a corporate background, and that's something which I feel that everyone in the media space somewhere has it. Like your initial first 2 years is where you get the money, you make the savings, and then you take the leap
Yeah.
of faith. And I know
Okay.
that you have done it too. So, like, what was your experience in the corporate? Like, how is it there?
Okay. So I got this job like right out of college, and colleges usually have these campus placements.
Yeah.
So, matlab, I also sat for one of these campus placements, and I was in this college in Mumbai called St. Xavier's.
Okay.
So, campus placements time is like very exciting for all
Yeah.
these students,
Yeah.
like these 20-21 year olds, and
Yeah.
badi companies aa rahi hai. There's like all these consultancies coming, and everyone's saying 5 lakhs, 10
Yeah.
lakhs, these packages, these numbers being thrown around.
Yeah.
So any young person is kind of like drawn into that whole glamour.
Yeah.
And during my time, a very exciting company came to college, which is Viacom 18.
Okay.
And Viacom 18 is the company that makes
Yeah, Colors
MTV,
TV.
VH1, Colors. So all these
Yeah.
brands that we've kind of grown up watching, right? So us time though it was like this dream that, oh, I want to work for like a media company, TV company, something like that.
Yeah.
So I followed that and I went through their process, and it was very exciting. So from my college, me and another girl, we got this job.
Yeah.
uh, but over there, like after some 11 to 12 months of working, I wasn't really connecting to the whole thing.
Yeah.
The reason for that was because the thing that drew me to it was the creativity of the company, right? That they entertain people, they
Yeah.
create these amazing shows. So
Yeah.
I was more of a creative at heart, but because I had studied business in college, I was given that job that, okay, you take care of the business side of things,
Yeah. Yeah.
leave the creativity to others.
Yeah.
So वहां जाके मुझे लगा कि I want to connect more with the artistic side, more with the creative side, not just the numbers.
Yeah.
And more, the business side of things was appearing a little bit ugly to me.
Yeah.
Uh, क्योंकि मतलब पैसे के लिए कुछ भी कर रहे हैं,
Hmm.
and I saw some of those things in my job. Uh, so I kind of quit from there,
Yeah.
and from there I started this journey. मतलब उसके बाद तो एक साल I was at home only, just doing my writing my stories, moping around, and my
Yeah.
parents asking me like, what do you want to do? And I didn't have anything figured out,
Yeah.
but I had this feeling that there is something sort of waiting for me, something that is more aligned to what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
uh, तो जो आपने बोला कि सेविंग्स कर लेते हैं लोग और फिर
Hmm.
कुछ ड्रीम फॉलो करते हैं, मैंने वैसा कुछ नहीं किया. मेरे पास हार्डली 30,000 रुपीज बचे थे, मतलब जॉब के बाद.
Hmm.
एंड वो भी इट वाज काइंड ऑफ लाइक पॉकेट मनी फॉर दैट 1 year.
Yeah.
But it is really, I learned one important thing कि I think time is more precious than money.
Okay.
So lot of us trade our time very freely. कि अच्छा, आप I'll give you my time, तो आप मुझे पैसे दो, ऐसा.
Yeah.
But a person shouldn't be so free with their time. We
Okay.
should really sort of hold it very preciously. And वो आपको time, especially for young people, you should spend some time thinking about what is it that you would love to do, even if someone wasn't paying you money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So this kind of thought, I used to keep thinking, okay, if someone wasn't paying me money, what would I love to do?
Yeah.
And I made a little list. I made a list of some jobs or professions or skills that I would enjoy doing even without money. And those things were writing, traveling, talking to new people, uh, doing some creative stuff.
Yeah.
These were some things.
Yeah.
So uske baad ka jo, so I left my job in 2016, and
Okay.
ever since then I have just been following that list.
Yeah.
That okay, you love writing, do writing every day, build a consistent writing practice. You
Yeah.
love talking to people, seek out interesting people wherever you go,
Yeah.
so you'll get to learn from their experiences.
Yeah.
So this is what my exit from corporate life was like.
Yeah. But in the statement that you right now said, you spoke a line that struck me, which was that I realized that I hadn't figured out what I was doing. And so right now I'm in my college first year, and a lot of
Okay,
people,
really?
yeah, yeah, I am. Yeah.
Wow, I thought you'd be like graduated and all.
No.
Cool,
So,
man.
yeah. A lot of people my age, they feel that just because I've taken up X degree, and just because I know for a fact that this X degree would pay me 10x revenue, that's why I have my life figured out. That, like, just because I have entered into this field of study, that means that, okay, I'll
Abhi
leave this,
set it.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
leave this
So
pipeline, I'll get a lot of money and all. Uh,
okay.
in saying that, I have heard about this anecdote, and you tell me if it's true or not. It
Huh.
says that जब हम छोटे थे, when we were very small, riding a two-wheeler actually intimidated us. That, we would do
Huh.
anything you say just to get that keys to a two-wheeler, and we
Yeah.
would go to ride.
Yeah.
Like any work, दूध लाना है, अंडे लाने, give us whatever you want. We would take the onus
Yeah.
just so that we get
Okay.
to ride that two-wheeler. Cut to 5 years, now we have two-wheelers to our names. Okay.
Yeah.
Like we can, just ride it off whenever we want. We can go for night rides and all. Now riding that two-wheeler is a task to us. Now if someone says that get vegetables from the market, it's a literal task. Like I would be ready to give my keys to someone to take that scooter and just ride off and bring the vegetables. I've heard that the
Yeah.
same thing applies to corporate, wherein when we are in college, we feel that okay, we'll get a job, we'll get a money, and I'll buy
Huh.
I'll buy an iPhone from my first salary's EMI, and so all these things happen.
Yeah.
4 years into it, we are like, dude, I want to get rid of this as soon as possible. Like the thing which had happened from cycle to scooter, that same thing happens when we enter from college to corporate. So like, how far is this
Yeah.
true?
ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब इस एनेक्डोट से ऐसे लगता है कि कॉर्पोरेट जॉब कोई खिलौने जैसा है कि एक बार बच्चे को मिल जाए तो वो उससे तंग आ जाता है.
Yeah.
ऐसा नहीं है. A lot of people really connect to the jobs that they are in
Yeah.
and do a great job. Like जो भी हम services use करते हैं, कुछ भी, मतलब from electricity to your gadgets to everything is run by organizations
Yeah.
and people working over there.
Yeah.
So some people really love their job, but I feel like uh, a lot of young people these days, right? Like we have access to so much information
Yeah.
that the rate at which we are sort of, you can say,
Yeah.
evolving in terms of connecting with what we love doing, connecting with our purpose. वो चीज बहुत जल्दी हो रही है हमारे साथ.
Okay.
So ऐसा होता है कि you get into a job, okay, and sometimes, and that job is supposed to teach you something. Like
Yeah.
you learn good organizational skills, how to work with teams. You learn how to turn your thoughts into an actual project.
Yeah.
ये सब चीजें आपको एक प्लेग्राउंड मिल जाता है.
Yeah.
जहाँ असली जैसे मोनोपोली खेलते हैं ना,
Hmm.
so a job is like real monopoly, like
Hmm.
असली में you're paying people, you're doing all these things.
Yeah.
But after a point, you know, there is something that you are essentially supposed to do. I
Okay.
believe that, like, I feel like people have certain skills and certain a certain purpose that is uniquely theirs.
Okay.
So अगर वो चीज आपको अपने जॉब में नहीं मिल रही है, that's when you will start feeling that disengagement, you
Okay.
know. And with today's younger generation, that's happening even more and more. Like, we are so disengaged at our jobs, because all our lives we were told that if you get this degree and if you get this package and if you get this job, तो life set है.
Yeah.
पर वहां पहुंचने के बाद भी लाइफ सेट नहीं लगती है.
Hmm.
You know, you reach there, it's like, अच्छा बस यही था.
Hmm.
You know, this doesn't seem so exciting.
Expectations versus
um,
reality.
Expectation versus reality, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also seeing that more and more, you know, people want, like, as we grow older, पहले तो एक वो एक्साइटमेंट होती है कि कुछ करके दिखाना है, कुछ
Hmm.
बहुत पैसा कमाना है, गाड़ी खरीदनी है, ये खरीदना है. तो एक बार आपके जब सब डिजायर्स हो जाते हैं ना, उसके
Hmm.
बाद आप सोचते हो कि हाउ कैन आई हैव बेटर हेल्थ,
Yeah.
you know, how can I eat better, how can I have better relationships
Yeah.
with you know, people I love, with my family.
Yeah.
How can I inspire people with the life I'm leading?
Yeah.
So these things don't really get addressed so much in the modern jobs,
Yeah.
right? Instead of, मतलब हम जॉब पे जाते हैं कुछ सीखने के लिए.
Yeah.
एटलीस्ट मेरा ये थिंकिंग है, लोग पैसे कमाने जाते हैं, पर आप कोई चीज में जाओ तो आप उससे कुछ, आप भी तो बेनिफिट करोगे ना, आप भी कुछ सीखना चाहिए.
Yeah.
सो लोग कुछ सीखने जाते हैं, पर वो जॉब आपको एकदम यूज कर करके इट जस्ट ड्रेन्स यू आउट कंप्लीटली,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You're just left, you're left with nothing. That's why some jobs are described like soul sucking jobs, right?
Yeah.
कि
Exactly.
एकदम
Exactly.
आपको ड्रेन कर देते हैं. तो वैसा
Yeah.
क्यों होता है? क्योंकि यू नो, द थिंग दैट यू आर सपोज टू लर्न फ्रॉम दैट, वो चीज वहां पे नहीं है. वो
Hmm.
बस आपको यूज कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
Instead of that, you know, I think we should try to find an organization whose purpose we connect to.
Yeah. True.
That's very important. Like, with Viacom, I thought I connected to the entertainment purpose,
Yeah.
right? But the way they were entertaining, I didn't connect to that. So I
Got
was
it.
disengaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. वैसे दूसरे लोग, with other people, other things happen. So
Yeah.
if you find a, if like a lot of people find startups, you know, where the founder has very similar thinking to that person,
Yeah.
कि okay, create a better world by doing ABC activity.
Yeah.
And if you connect to that, then I feel like you would be a better match to that workplace. You wouldn't feel disengaged over there.
Yeah, but over here, I would like to add, I would like to address two things over here. One, what you said about draining. So after my 12th standard, I worked for like 3-4 months in a call center, and us time pe, all that Gary Vaynerchuk kind of hustle videos were on,
Yeah.
and I so before join. So yeah, I'll tell you, I had set out to get a random job of maybe 3-4 thousand, ended up getting a 15,000, which is 3x of my expectations. And I was like,
Okay.
dude, this is great. This is insane. I'm having my iPhone in next 6 months. That's it. That's happening. So I had that thing. At that time, I also was running this YouTube channel. So I know that I have to dedicate X number of hours every single day to this thing. So I was like, cool, okay, let's sit with a calculator, 24 minus 10. So that is office hours minus. I still have 14 hours. Okay, minus 6 sleeping time. I still have these many hours left. As a YouTube channel, तो चल जाएगा अच्छे से. YouTube is happening. YouTube is good. After which I realized that, dude, this 10 hours puts you into another 4 hours of trauma, wherein you're just sitting and thinking कि आज जाओ या ना जाओ, and you're just
Yeah.
calculating that if I don't need to go, then what am I supposed to tell in the office, that why am I not coming? Keep that aside,
Yeah.
what am I going to tell my parents that why am I leaving this one day salary? Like for what? Like, do I have some better plans to go outside or something, or like ऐसे ही बस.
Could
So
you describe why you felt drained at your job?
yeah,
Could you go into the
yeah. So
specifics?
I'll tell you. It was because the very nature of that thing. Like it was that the what happened with me was that the task was not hard. Like if I just break down the task, we just need to pick up numbers, talk to random people, and that's it. And as a person who already talks a lot, I'm like, how bad can this be? It went out to be so bad. It was 800 people a day. So I was like, okay, cool, this is bad. But uh,
Okay.
so that was also not the ugly part. The ugly part was every hour a person coming at your desk and guilt tripping you that, dude, you did not score a sale, wherein his chunk of data was so bad that I'm dialing a person, and from the other hand his son receives and tells me that the name you have spoken to, that person whom you want to speak with, has died 5 years back.
Oh my God.
That's the quality of that's the quality of your
Yeah.
data, and then you come and so that was happening over there.
So
uh,
very competitive environment.
yeah, that's how sales job or
There's all,
most call center jobs
yeah,
are. Like you just need numbers and numbers. So
yeah,
that was frustrating, not on the part that you cannot score a sale, but on the part that, dude, this guy is giving me pathetic data and then expecting me to sell. Like, how's this happening? So that was a very big challenge. That how, like, why am I even doing this one more day? So that was my story. But in saying
okay,
that, I wanted to address this fact that I've heard a lot of people say that uh, eventually it's not the job that you start hating, it's the monotony that you start hating. So, for example, you love travel, that's your essence, right? Tomorrow, let's say if a big company like BBC tells you that we are sponsoring you to this international trip, like you would be visiting international destinations, a crew would be following you. You don't have to edit your own files, you don't have to shoot them. A crew would be there to follow you. You just have to create content. That's it, and that would go. You have a team backing you.
yeah,
Still, beyond a point like 6 months, 1 year, you will start hating it just for the sheer monotony. It's not the travel that you're hating. You still love your travel, but just the daily timetable that 7 a.m. wake up. So Rajiv Masand, I remember on a podcast, he said this, that I have the best job one could ever dream of. I get paid to watch movies. That was his into. He's like, I go Monday morning in my office to watch 3 movies lined up back to back. That's my job. That's what I get
yeah,
paid for. And he's like, sometimes that process, which like should have been entertaining, which should have been fun for me, because I went
yeah,
into this profession because I inherently loved watching movies. That turns out to be
yeah,
monotonous, because like now, oh god, like I have to watch 3 movies back to back. So that
yeah.
happens with every profession. So do you think that it's not the corporate actually that sucks, but it's actually the monotony that, like, it could be even if you do what you love, but eventually everything starts again, just for the sheer nature of monotony.
Yeah. I like this question. Um, I think it's the difference between working and playing, right?
Okay.
Like in Rajiv Masand's case, when he was watching movies because he loved to watch it, it was like playtime for him.
Yeah.
कि oh अभी देखेंगे मजा आएगा, and then naturally his creativity would kick into action, and he would write down his critique and everything.
Yeah.
But the moment it becomes like work, like a chore, you know,
Yeah.
that's when that's something that um, we are very playful, we're very creative beings, all of
Yeah.
us, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the moment that element of that rigmarole monotony that
Yeah.
comes in, yeah, वो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. So I think it's a challenge for companies also, कि how do they keep work interesting so
Yeah.
that people don't go into that zone.
Yeah.
And एक और चीज है कि अभी इंडिया में ऐसी हालत है ना कि ऐसे कॉन्सेप्ट्स आई डोंट थिंक कंपनीज में कोई सोचता है, क्योंकि सब लोग वहां पे पैसा कमाने जा रहे हैं,
Okay.
राइट? अभी आपको इफ अ गाय हैज बीन हायर्ड और अ गर्ल हैज बीन हायर्ड, तो एम्प्लॉयर ये सोच रहा है कि इसमें अपने पैसा जो मैं पैसा इसको पे कर रहा हूँ वो पूरा
Hmm.
वसूल कैसे करूँ.
Hmm.
वो ये नहीं सोच रहा है कि हाउ डू आई मेक दिस अ नाइस वर्किंग एक्सपीरियंस फॉर दिस एम्प्लॉय, यू नो.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We haven't reached that stage in the Indian corporate culture yet. Some good
Hmm.
companies, इसको हम एक तरह का consciousness evolution भी बोल सकते हैं, you know,
Yeah.
because when you treat an employee like a resource to be
Yeah.
used, you know,
Yeah.
तो आप उसको respect नहीं कर रहे हो, आप उसको जो
Exploit
उसकी
कर रहे हो.
हैसियत आप exploit कर रहे हो, you're exploiting it like a resource.
Yeah.
But when you understand that, oh, this is a human being, they are a constantly evolving being as well, you know.
Yeah.
So हम इनको जितना सिखाएंगे, हम इनके लिए जितना ये अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस बनाएंगे, वो लोग उतना ही इस कंपनी को पे बैक या बेनिफिट करने का कोशिश करेंगे. They will be loyal to us.
Yeah. But
So
yeah, I like I completely agree to your point what you said about. So I'll tell you one thing. I'll play the devil's advocate over here because I have a lot of friends who are company owners as well, and I literally
okay,
go and question them that, dude, why are employees so sad and so troubled
so
in
disengaged,
yeah,
so
this
yeah, soulless.
yeah, why is corporate life the best stand-up comic topic to be ever?
Yeah, yeah,
So that was my question, and here's what they said. They said that internet has enforced a false concept that work makes you happy. It's not true. The truth is that the product, the outcome makes you happy. The work never makes you happy. Like for example, if someone is a wrestler or someone is an athlete, then do you think that he training 18 hours a day in the gym, he running fields, do you think that makes him happy in any way? He's sweating so hard and running on fields, burning his body, and do you think that makes him
yeah,
happy? No. But he's standing on the pedestal receiving an award, that's what makes him happy. So he said that the process is never happy, and it's just the internet that has created a buzz that you should love what you do. Essentially, you can never love the process, you will always love the outcome. Like right now, if you ask me, in hindsight, I actually love going through the call center days, like 4 months, because that taught me a lot of things. It gave me perspective, speaking to elderly people and
yeah,
also if you ask me that if you had to rewind your life an year, if you had the choice to delete that chapter, I wouldn't, because I
yeah,
inherently learned a lot out of it. But when
yeah.
that was going
You
on,
are where you are because of
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
episode.
As a 17-year-old, I got to speak with 35 plus people. So that was a lot of perspective building for me. But in saying that, right now, if you ask me, it was great. But when that was happening, it was completely pathetic. Like, wow,
It's painful. Yeah.
yeah, why does this company even exist in the very first place? So that was the thing. So like, what's your take on that? When we talk about internet buzzwords like love what you do and all, do you think it's a myth,
Yeah.
or it's just that the internet makes you feel good?
Yeah. इस पे दो पर्सपेक्टिव्स है क्योंकि जो दो पूरा जो आपने बोला, all of it is probably not connected. Like I agree with your corporate employer friends that anything that pushes you to grow, wherever growth happens, that is going to be a painful process,
Yeah,
right? If you're building a muscle, you have to like really exercise that muscle, and it is a painful process.
true.
That's true.
Hmm.
But it shouldn't become chronic pain.
Okay.
You see, like
Okay.
just going to the office, doing what you're doing, at some level it should be an enjoyable process, right?
Okay.
वो इसलिए क्योंकि फिर अगर आप वो दिन पर दिन का जो प्रोसेस है वो नहीं एंजॉय करोगे, तो फिर जो आउटकम जिसके लिए आप इतना मेहनत कर रहे हो, जब वो नहीं होगा, बिकॉज लाइफ इज वॉलेटाइल, लाइफ इज अनसर्टेन, समटाइम्स थिंग्स go your way, sometimes they don't. If your intended outcome doesn't happen, then you will really feel depressed and crushed, you
Yeah,
know.
got it.
So what these things on the internet, हाँ ये बहुत ज़्यादा फैल गया है, but what they're trying to say is that, like the work that's meant for you, the work that you would really enjoy doing, is where you enjoy the process also.
Okay, got it.
Okay, like the
Yeah.
daily, मतलब अगर मेरे को कुछ करना पड़े, it's a very intricate process, or I don't know how it will turn out. But if
Yeah.
I enjoy the everything, the 100 steps involved in doing that, that's when I'll be really engaged and happy in it. Now
Understood.
it's very few jobs actually where somebody is waiting for you, for waiting to employ you
Yeah.
and saying, oh, you should enjoy every step. ऐसा नहीं
Yeah.
होता है ज्यादातर.
No.
But I think that is the search of our lives. That is the quest of our lives, right? कि
Yeah.
हमको ऐसी कोई चीज ढूंढनी है जिसका हर प्रोसेस, मतलब you wake up in the morning and you want to do more of that.
Yeah.
I think
Got it.
we talk about dream jobs, right?
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
gives you a dream job. You have to like find your dream job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood. So this was the entire corporate part. So now let's switch gears to the artistic part or the travel part. This is something which I have spoken to few people from the media fraternity, and here's what they
Okay.
said. They said that if you actually like a particular art, never try to monetize it, because eventually what will happen is you will have to add a lot of capitalistic flavor to it. You will have to add a lot of commercial flavor to it. What
Mm-hmm.
will end up happening is that on paper you will make money from what you love. Like for example, if you are
Yeah.
an actor, on paper you will get the check from acting, but like 5 years into it you will hate the very thing you love. Like you will hate acting. It will once again turn out to be a regular job that you do. And so what he said instead was that uh, earn money from any source except from the one you love, and then spend that money on the things you love. Like if you love travel, do not even think of earning money by
But
traveling.
earning money from
Yeah,
traveling.
do something, gain enough money so that you can actually spend it on travel. So like what's your take?
Yeah.
Earning money from what you love, like adding the
Yeah.
capitalistic flavor to it, or
Yeah.
keeping your hobbies separate from your profession?
Hmm. Uh, a year ago, I used to think that it's true. Like, जो आपका sacred art है, उसको अलग रखो.
Yeah.
And I practiced that. Like, I would earn money from graphic design and do my writing secretly. Like, no earning money from that. But now I'm quite hopeful. I'm quite positive that you can actually earn money doing what you love. You know
Why?
why?
Yeah.
Because the world today has become like so mass produced, so consumeristic, that even if you pick up a product, oh, even if you pick up a product or you buy something, it doesn't, since it's like mass produced, it's factory made, some disengaged employee has done some work and made it, वो चीज में कुछ स्पेशल, कुछ मैजिकल नहीं रह जाता.
Okay.
It's like this soulless thing.
Yeah.
But when a person loves doing something, they put their entire sort of magic into that thing.
Yeah.
So like suppose there's एक होता है कारपेंट्री शॉप, ठीक है, कि आपने कोई कारपेंटर शॉप से या पेपर फ्राई से कोई एक ये मंगा लिया, ड्रेसिंग टेबल मंगा लिया, ओके. और एक है से अ बिस्पोक फर्नीचर पर्सन, राइट, वो आपसे बात करके आपकी स्पेसिफिकेशंस लेके आपका ड्रेसिंग टेबल बनाएगा. So usually when you go speak to such people, you would realize how much they love the act of crafting a thing for a person.
Yeah.
It's not just made कि हाँ दिन के 100 बनाने. It's like एक ही बनाने में बहुत लव एफर्ट वैसा गया है.
Yeah.
So जब वो चीज आप खरीदते हैं, there is an undeniable magic to it,
Yeah.
and because people are so tired of soulless non-magical things, when they see something that, oh, ये कितने प्यार से बनाया हुआ है,
Yeah.
they are willing to pay for that.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very fertile time for creatives, for people who want to do something that they love doing, uh, because the rest of the world is like so
Monotonous.
tired of not having magic in their lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Actually, I'd like to mention a new thing that I have started, and I was surprised that people are willing to pay for this.
Okay.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really love doing digital drawings and all of these things.
Okay.
And some time ago, I started making dream boards, or like a vision board.
Okay.
Okay, it's essentially a collection of images about how I want my life to be.
Okay.
So I'll quickly show you an example of that. This
Yeah.
is a vision board I made for Okay, so like I said, I want to grow my food this year, right?
Yeah.
So I made a vision board for that. This is what it looks like.
Okay.
See, wait. Yeah, so it mentions these things that, oh, I want to learn how to, this is what I look like a farmer.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are the vegetables that I want to grow. So this is a vision board.
Understood.
And so मैंने एक सर्विस चालू की अपने सोशल मीडिया पे which
Okay.
says that you like me, many people have different dreams, right?
Yeah.
But probably they do not have the visual skills or design skills
Yeah.
to be able to draw
Put it
it,
up.
to be able to make a vision board. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started giving out this service, and for 1,000 rupees, I will draw your dream.
Yeah. Got it.
And I was so surprised. There are many takers for it. And जो when people are on the phone telling कि अच्छा मैं ऐसा बनाना चाहती हूँ और मेरी जगह ऐसी होगी,
Yeah.
they are so excited. They're talking like excited children, you know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So this is an example of like I love drawing, so I turned it into a monetary activity where I give a valuable service to people and earn money while doing what I love.
Yeah.
So ऐसे भी हो सकता है, but आपको थोड़ा time लगता है to get to that stage कि you connect the dots.
Yeah. Understood.
Hmm.
Next I wanted to talk to you was about the main topic, which was fake positivity. Now I'll tell you what this means and what is the talk in the town happening. So
Hmm.
the thing that's happening over here is that travel shows like a lot which are running on the internet are from the purpose that okay, if X hotel in, let's say, Dubai is sponsoring the trip, they want that watching the travel series, people would be inclined towards visiting Dubai. People would be inclined towards visiting that hotel, staying in that hotel.
Yeah.
That's where they make money. That's the whole
Yeah.
reason why they're sponsoring the entire show. Now,
Yeah.
to make that happen, you need, for someone watching the video, you need him to feel very good about that place. You need him to feel very special about that place, so much so that he kind of puts it on a pedestal and makes it a goal that, dude, one day I want to achieve that kind of lifestyle. That's the entire
Okay.
message that needs to be conveyed. And
Yeah.
that's the reason why a lot of travel hosts, they create a magical life that, dude, we are enjoying so much, this place is so good. And I'll tell you
Yeah.
why a lot of people feel it's fake. The people from the behind the scenes, the people from the media world know for a fact that there's a lot of equipments in use. Equipments
Yeah.
every time in travel are not fun to use. Like if you are
Hmm.
using multiple cameras while traveling, that's not a fun process at all. If
Yeah. Yeah.
you're editing files on the go, that again, it's not a fun process. If you're climbing a hill which is a foggy hill, you don't want to use your
Hmm.
lakh rupees camera, because that is not a fun process. If you keep it like your
If
baby,
anything happens to
yeah,
it, yeah, you.
you're completely in that tone that, dude, forget about me. If this equipment gets spoiled, like, I'm taking a toss. So there are
Hmm.
there are like 10 different things that are going on in your mind. So there's no way possible that you're as positive as the video shows. Like, it's clearly taken that this is the editing that's happening behind, this is the camera angles that's happening. There is no way in hell that
Yeah.
this person at that moment was feeling that great. Now,
Okay.
like, so uh, about this thing, I spoke with a lot of people who were also from, like, I listened to both sides of the coins. So the
Okay.
people who actually do this, I spoke with them. I'm like, what's the scene, like, what's your take on that? And here's what they
Yeah.
said. You don't want to look at a travel video with someone being a lot of tired and looking at it. Like, you don't want someone stressed out with his own life narrating you that, hey, look at this location, look at this. So he said that this is the very essence of the job, that you need someone to be overly cheerful, you need someone to be very happy. That's the sole reason. Otherwise, everyone knows that real life sucks. Like, there is no fun element in real life. And that is the sole purpose of these videos. Like, you want a short break. Like, for someone working in an 8-hour shift, he gets a 10-minute break, he watches a video. What is your intent? He goes out refreshed, right? After watching that, after spending 10 minutes on your video, you want him to feel good, right? So that's the
Yeah.
reason why you push in so much of overdose positivity. And that's the reason why
Hmm.
there's so much positivity happening in,
Fake
yeah,
positivity.
fake
Yeah.
positivity, you may call it. What fake positive is, the negative connotation of the same. So
Okay.
these guys defend
What
it.
do
These guys defend it, saying that it's needed, and
you-
the opposite party says that, dude, this is too much, because the opposite conversation is that if you push in a lot of fake positivity, the people who actually believe it, the people who actually trust it, that this guy is living like this, will feel even worse about his life. Like, okay, for 10 minutes he would get that momentary high that life is beautiful, life is great, life is great. The 11th
Yeah,
minute when he enters into his office, he would feel even worse, that if his life is great, why is my life sucking?
yeah.
So you coming
Okay.
from the travel thing, okay, you know a lot about the industry. What is your take?
Yeah.
Should fake positivity be a thing? And if yes, what is the upper limit? Like, when should one say that, okay, stop?
Which is the upper limit? Okay. So it's true. Like there is a lot of fake positivity in many. I mean, there are many versions of the thing, like bloggers, all sorts of travel show hosts, this that. Uh, but I would like to sort of give a different perspective on it. Okay,
Okay.
so one is the business of travel, okay, where everything looks perfect, the locations are beautiful and all of this. ये बहुत पहले से चलता आ रहा है and ये चलता रहेगा. Okay, that's like the advertising side of things. Okay, and like we जो हम criticism इसका कर रहे हैं वो हमें ads का भी करना चाहिए actually कि अरे ये हाउसवाइफ इतनी खुश कैसे लग रही है बर्तन मांजते हुए
Hmm.
and a lot of things, so they show a fantasy version of life
Yeah.
and it's for the business to keep running.
Yeah.
uh, but you know, travel, what you said in the second perspective ki a person watching who's having a normal life and they see this and they feel depressed about their life, so ये videos exist करनी चाहिए, not the fake positive ones, but at least a person who is trying so hard to, you know, live life king size, you can say,
Yeah.
right? I mean, normal life तो सभी की है कि हाँ
Hmm.
पढ़ाई की, जॉब लिया, कर रहे हैं, उसी
Hmm.
में है. पर मेरे हिसाब से life is meant to, you know, you are supposed to evolve every day. You're supposed to learn something more every day.
Yeah.
And the day today should be a little bit better than the day before.
Yeah. Okay.
Life is a constant learning journey. So
Yeah.
अगर आप तो वीडियो देख के उसका पर्सपेक्टिव ये नहीं है कि आप अपने बारे में बुरा फील करो, ठीक है? पर
Okay.
अगर आपकी लाइफ में सच में रीजन है कि ओ दिस इज नॉट वर्किंग, दिस इज शिट, आई डोंट लाइक माय जॉब, आई डोंट लाइक दिस, and if this video is making you conscious of that ki oh this person has a better life, then maybe it serves a purpose that, you know, you are assessing what is wrong, and then only the matlab if it's unhappy and then you don't never realize that you're unhappy, then you'll keep living like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you see something and if you feel that pain, then you look around and you'll see, okay, things are not going so well, what can I do about this?
Yeah.
तो वो जो moment of introspection आता है
Yeah.
एक person की life में, that is important. And I think what is happening happens perfectly. ऐसे कोई upper limit नहीं डाल सकते.
Hmm.
जो भी आपको देखना होगा और feel करना होगा आप करोगे.
Hmm.
But yeah, when I was kind of on in the first year of like my travel journey, these videos, not necessarily the commercial ones like sponsored by somebody, but people doing their own experiments, right?
Yeah.
Ki, okay, can I explore Himachal in 10,000 rupees?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that, you know.
Yeah.
ऐसी भी videos होती है. So वैसी videos मैंने बहुत देखी.
Okay.
And I really like Tanya Khanijao's videos, you know, where she has a storytelling style for
Seen. Yeah.
every
Seen.
location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch
So
her
ये
videos.
ऐसी videos ने मुझे अपने बारे में बुरा नहीं feel कराया. उन्होंने actually मुझे inspire किया, मुझे motivate किया कि wow, you know, this is such a beautiful way of living life.
Yeah.
Like नहीं तो आप जाते हो किसी जगह पे, आप होटल में रहते हो, 2-3 जगह देखते हो और वो हो गया. But these videos actually showed that not just the hotel, like पहले तो आप होटल में नहीं रहोगे, आप कहीं होम स्टे में रहोगे या आप कोई विलेजर के घर पे रहोगे. आप लोगों से क्लोजली इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं, आप वहां का खाना खा रहे हैं, you're coming out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So when you see these videos, उसके बाद आपको आइडिया मिलता है कि ओ ऐसा भी पॉसिबल है, और आपको इंस्पिरेशन भी मिलती है, ओ मैं भी कर सकती हूँ.
Got it.
You know,
So
so
it's
travel
basically
videos
upon
have
the
that
audience.
purpose.
That's what you're saying. It's basically upon the audience how they perceive it and not upon the creator.
Exactly, yeah, because suppose, क्योंकि अभी अगर आप मुझे ये कमर्शियल जैसे दुबई के होटल की वीडियो दिखाओगे, I would, my mind would switch off, you know.
Yeah.
I would be like ये सब झूठ है. You can see through that, you know.
Yeah,
So an
yeah.
intelligent audience can see through these beautiful lies.
Yeah.
But there is a certain class of videos which are made with a lot of honesty, made with a lot of love,
Personal experiences.
and those have the power to actually inspire people and
Understood.
even pull you out of a boring life, like if you feel like you have a boring life.
Yeah, exactly. So next I wanted to ask you was that like I know a bit of it, but I don't know the exact details of this thing. But you know, all these people, like as you mentioned, Tanya. So including her, there are a lot of travel vloggers who actually travel to a lot of places. I know
Yeah.
that there are some basic challenges that they would be facing. One is editing, like daily edit, the daily upload. So that is
It's
one.
really hard work,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. Even
That
shooting, editing, everything.
so yeah, shooting, equipment handling, and editing. That those three are taken. What more than that? Like, what are the challenges which these travel guys face, which we cannot see like behind the scenes?
Lots of things. Like, I think a lot of the people who go out to make these videos, they are doing it in a very bootstrapped manner, you know.
Okay, yeah, from
So
their own money.
you don't really have a brand giving you money for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
तो एक वो भी challenge होता है. फिर whenever you go, एक तो होता है if you have a set work environment.
Yeah.
आप हर दिन ऑफिस जाते हो, आपको पता है आप किससे मिलने वाले हो, ऐसे सब. But in travel, it's like every place you go, everything will be different, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
won't, one is the technical part, okay, the lighting and this and that, but other is the social part, you know.
Yeah.
Whether you'll find the right people, with all of these things. So there is a lot of uncertainty in whether you will be able to shoot a good story or not.
Yeah.
That
Got
is
it.
one challenge. It really pushes you out of your comfort zone. Yeah, it's quite hectic.
Okay.
And sometimes you just feel like, yaar, main Kasol aayu. I just want to sit by the Parvati River,
Yeah.
and
Do
but
nothing.
you are on a schedule, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
You only
exactly.
have a certain days over there. So
Yeah, got
these
it.
kind of challenges.
Yeah. So next, what I wanted to ask you was that once Ye Jawani Hai Diwani dropped the Indian market, every Indian kid wanted to become a travel show host. मतलब ये तो करना ही है. This is something which everyone wants to do. What are the tangible benchmarks? Like everyone, without a doubt, wants some company to sponsor their trips. Like this is the base denominator of every Indian kid's dream. Tomorrow, let's say you, I, and 10 other people apply for a, let's say, shows sponsorship. That okay, we want to get sponsored for our trips. What are the
Yeah.
tangible like details on which the actual decision happens, that okay, these are the boxes that you need to check? That's when you become a travel show host, because we think that okay, anyone can become a travel show host, anyone can, so what are the actual details of that?
I think if companies were hiring from an existing pool of people,
Yeah.
so they would generally hire from people who have a certain expertise
Okay.
in a certain subject matter.
Okay.
Okay, like subject matter experts could be, say, I want to make something about Northeast.
Yeah.
So I would choose a young person or a TV personality or something from that area who
Yeah.
knows about that place. You know, they can give that insider's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, फिर you could be a chef or somebody who has an expertise in one thing,
Yeah.
and उस lens के through आप वो travel करोगे. Like a lot of chefs have their shows, right? Gary Mehigan and Anthony Bourdain used to have an amazing show. So these people were chefs, but they would travel to places learning about cuisines.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
So वैसा एक expertise हो सकता है. And एक और हो सकता है कि
social media pe, like people who have consistently made good content have accumulated a lot of followers. So say there is a
Distribution.
person who's been making good content, a company would probably be interested in them
Yeah.
because this big pool of followers would definitely be on the bandwagon. Like,
Yeah.
they would want to watch a show with this person.
Yeah. Distribution
Uh,
network.
डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हाँ पहले से ही एक ऑडियंस क्रिएटेड है
Yeah. Got it.
किसी एक पर्सन को आपको पूरा बड़ा नहीं बनाना पड़ रहा है
Oh,
सो
got
वैसा दे सी इफ दिस पर्सन हैज गुड स्क्रीन प्रेजेंस if just looking at them makes you feel good, those
Yeah.
kind of things. It's soft skills,
Yeah.
but it matters a lot when when you're in front of the camera. And
Yeah.
another thing I would like to tell you, like if somebody wants to be a travel show host, तो यूजुअली ऐसा कुछ प्रोसीड मतलब हायरिंग प्रोसेस नहीं होता है दीज कंपनीज जैसे डिस्कवरी है ट्रैवल एंड लिविंग चैनल all of these channels.
Yeah.
they you cannot go into their office and have an interview like that.
Yeah.
So these people usually have scouts, and scouts are people who've been working in the industry for many years. Okay,
Okay.
say I met a scout from National Geographic, and that person had been working with them for the past 15 years.
Got it.
And if a scout likes your work or likes
What you do?
what you are doing,
Yeah.
that's when they would introduce you to the team.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of informal process. मतलब अभी तक वो formalize नहीं हुआ है process.
Got
Yeah.
it. Understood. So the last question for you would be that you have been through this entire conversation. You have answered each and every question. If you had to explain to someone in 1 minute why they need to listen to this entire conversation, then what would that be?
Why they need to listen to this conversation? Okay. Uh, I think you should listen to this conversation because me and Morris have discussed some things about like what real life after college looks like, and we've talked about the travel industry, about travel host as a profession,
Yeah.
and what it takes to become one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that for that reason you should watch this.